Okay, so this is my first cooking video, so bear with me, as per request from a friend of mine. So we made today fettuccine alfredo with chicken, broccoli, uh, spinach, and mushroom. And we did not make this sauce from scratch because I am lactose sensitive. I love making the sauce from scratch. It takes a lot of time and it is very rich, and it does cause me a lot of problems later. Now, we already had 3 pieces of chicken breast in the fridge thawed. We got a produce box which included a head of broccoli, and I had a thing of, oh, I'd say a cup or two of leftover spinach, and then I bought a thing of mushrooms, 1 package of fettuccine noodles, and then Alfredo sauce, classical Alfredo sauce was on sale, so I got 2 of those. I got the roasted garlic one, and then I got the 4 cheese. I This recipe was supposed to include freshly grated cheese over top as a garnish at the end. I forgot, but it was so incredibly good. I didn't even notice till it was almost gone. That about the cheese, but there was cheese in the sauce, so it's fine. Now, because that cheese doesn't bother me as much, and it's cheaper and it's faster, this is a great way to have that rich meal that tastes like it took forever to make, but in reality, it was about an hour, maybe not even that. It took about, I'd say, 15 or so minutes for the water to boil for the pasta noodles. And it was 10 minutes for the noodles to cook. And then maybe like another 2, 3 minutes just to rinse it off and everything. And then for the chicken and everything, I used a electric frying pan. I always start with the meat first, make sure that's almost cooked, almost to doneness, completely spice it, finish it off to a nice golden sear, and then I would add the vegetables hardest to softest. So, and if you want, because you always want uniform cuts, because it cooks evenly, you don't want to bite into a mushroom that's undercooked, or it's not probably not the best example because you can't tell with mushrooms, but you don't want to bite into, let's say, a piece of broccoli that's undercooked, and one that's so soggy it just the falls apart in your mouth. It's not attractive when you eat a meal like that. It's very off-putting when you have different consistencies in everything that's in it. So you want uniform doneness in everything you cook. So, for example, you want the hardest thing to go in first. I always start with the garlic, usually about a minute, and then everything add like what if it was carrots, I would add carrots, and then that's usually always the hardest, and then give that to 2 3 minutes, and maybe like peppers and onions and stuff like that. Anyways, so we do that kind of cooking with teachers like that in school. So what I did was add the chicken first, finish it off, and then I added the broccoli, which is obviously the hardest, uniform cuts, all the same size, and then when that got to the consistency of the mushroom, then we added the mushroom, and then when the mushroom was 2 3 minutes, and then we added the spinach last because the spinach was the softest, is the fast cooking, and then do a couple minutes on that, and then we were done, and then add the sauce all together, simmer it together for 5 10 minutes. It wasn't overall very time consuming, but about roughly an hour. It should also be noted that I used about 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil initially for the chicken to heat that up. I stayed away from any cream or milk this time, and I did add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter in the final sauce to finish it off, and was yet again supposed to be a little bit of grated cheese. I did do some parsley and just a drizzle, a light drizzle of balsamic glaze. Now that's to taste. My spices I used were Laurel seasoned salt. Nothing compares to Laurel seasoned salt. If you've tried it, if you've had it, anything else doesn't even measure up by like a million. The flavor is completely different. So, and then we did also garlic plus and Montreal steak spice from Columbia House or Clubhouse spices. Now they are my favorite. I use those pretty much for everything. You want to do less is more because I flavor stack. So I want lots of flavor, lots of different flavor. So I will use multiple things, but do light dustings and not go overly crazy because then you just get overpowered with flavor. It's too much. It like burns your tongue. You want to avoid that. I also have a special herb blend that I make, that I put in. It's a little bit of basil, a little bit of rosemary, a little bit of thyme, a little bit of Italian spice, and my favorite herbs. So I put them all in a blender. I grind them all up equal parts pretty much, and then put them together in a container, and I just do about the size of a loonie roughly in my hand, and then I sprinkle it in. I want a very light dusting. I don't want to use too much, and yet again you will get lost in the flavor if you over flavor stack. Flavor stacking is like, it's just something I've been doing for a long time, but because if you do it right and you do it lightly, as you eat through your meal, you will slowly taste those different flavors, and it develops your mouth. It is absolutely delightful. It is delicious, and will keep you going back for more. That's basically the recipe I followed. It's pretty simple. If you need more details than that, you can always message me. But yeah, like I said, simple. You saute the meat, nice golden brown, almost done. Spice your meat, add the vegetables, hardest to softest. Try not to overcook. Keep a close eye on them. A couple minutes each. 1 minute approximately for the garlic to start with if you're adding garlic. And when that's all done, pour in the sauce. Simmer for like 5-ish minutes, and then add the butter last. Let it melt. Turn it off. Let it sit there for a few minutes. Plate it. Don't forget to rinse off your fettuccine noodles. I always add also a couple teaspoons of oil in the water and some salt. This will help it keep from sticking, and it will make the noodles really nice, a nice texture, like really nice and soft. Not too hard and not too starchy, and then you rinse them off, and then they're beautiful. They're beautiful, light. I don't know how to describe them any better, but you will love them, I promise. And then you rinse those off, and then you put those you put those on your plate. Put your sauce, have the desired amount, and then I would put my garnish, and then voila, you have your meal. And I hope you enjoy. All right, so Frank, can I give us the thumbs up or the thumbs down? Hopefully we did good. I've never cooked this before. Yes. A lot of twirling going on, fettuccine. Good?
Amazing.
I bet it's amazing.
It's amazing.
Need some more fun stuff like fun videos and singing and cooking videos, and I do it all. Whatever. Just follow me.